Hi there, happy Monday. Happy February 1st. We are starting a new week and we're starting a new month. Hope everyone's day and month are off to a good start here. But today I wanted to talk about, what do I want to talk about? I wanted to talk about how posting on social media, the social media management is so much more than just posting on social media. The first thing is a strategy. Now, there's a strategy that I talk about. If you follow me, if you've been following me for a while, there's specific strategy I talk about. But there are people who use other strategies, and those work for them. And it's really about what works for you. So there isn't necessarily a one size fits all strategy. But that's key component, and the strategy should be based on what your goals are. And yes, I mean, ultimately our goal is to sell more or get more clients, but really when it comes to social media management, there should be you should probably break it down more than that. Like, do you want to drive more traffic to your website? Do you want people to sign up for your freebies? Do you want to grow your Facebook group? Those kind of goals are what you should be drilling down to as you work on a strategy for posting on social media. The next thing would be branding. So especially on social media, when you post, we really just don't post like text posts. I mean, you can, but image posts and video posts are going to get more traction, so to speak. And so those need to be branded they don't have to be, but your images definitely should be. They should be branded, and they should, and your message is part of your branding. So your message needs to be consistent across all platforms, and your branding should be as well, because you want people, when they see your logo and your colors, you want them to think of you. You want them to think about who you are, what you do, and how you help people. The next thing is planning. So you've got the strategy, you've got your goals, you've got your branding laid out. So now you've got a plan. Okay, what am I going to post when? And I know for me, I have a Google Sheet that I use that it's broken down by what post type is what type of post is posted. Like, is it a promotional post? Is it an inspirational post? Is it a quote? So what kind of post and what time of day is it going to post? What time of day is it going to post at? So really drilling that down and planning that out is ideal. Scheduling. And so, scheduling is so important, because if you can sit down and schedule all your posts, like for 1 to 2 weeks, it really takes a load off your mind, because you have so many other things to be doing. So scheduling those posts and not even having to think about that, for 1 to 2 weeks it really is a time saver, and it really takes some weight off your shoulders. You have to respond when people comment on your post. If they private message you, you've got to be responding to people, and which really increases engagement when you respond to other people's comments. Listening to conversations. So, and I'm not even talking about your conversations, I'm talking about other conversations. You can use tools like Hootsuite, where you can actually follow a specific hashtag and see what else is being getting posted about that hashtag, and that's how you're listening to other conversations. And so obviously that hashtag that you're following needs to be relevant to what your target audience is searching for. Monitoring your metrics. You've got to look at what's working and what's not. You've got to look at your posts, how many people are engaging with those posts, which posts are doing better than other posts. So that's important when you're managing your own social media. You got to be monitoring those metrics. You've got to make sure that that things are working as they should. And if they're not, what do you need to do to change it up? And the last thing would be to keep up to date with changes and strategies across the different platforms. So now, obviously, if you are not marketing on Snapchat, you don't need to keep up with the changes that are going on Snapchat. But if you are posting on Facebook, which you should be, you should be keeping up to date with changes that happen on Facebook, on Instagram. If you're posting on Instagram, if you're posting on LinkedIn, you need to keep up with the changes. And let me tell you, they are frequent, and it's a lot of work to keep up with those changes, and which can affect your strategies across those platforms. So with that said, that is everything that goes into social media management. So no wonder why it's overwhelming, right? I mean, it is. I mean, I do this work for clients. I know how overwhelming it is. And so, but if you can just have that list of things you should be focusing on, and carve out time in your schedule to focus on those things, at least a couple hours a week, you can stay on top of it. Is it hard? Yeah, it is. It's hard even for me. And this is what I do for clients, and I have to do it for myself too. So I get how hard it is. So anyway, I hope that this breakdown was able to help you understand what really needs to go into posting on social media, and that it's really not just about posting on social media. So if your strategy is to wake up every day and say, okay, what should I post on social media? Unfortunately, it's just not a good strategy. So, so anyway, feel free to reach out with any questions. I'm happy to answer any questions you may have, and I will put a link in. I'll put a link below with a link to schedule a coaching call if you need to really hone in on how to focus on these things and the different things you should be adding to your strategies. So anyway, that's it. Hope everyone has a great week and a great day. Talk to you soon.